Now that you should have a solid understanding of how to approach neutral, this video will focus more on optimization, so each neutral win means more. When poking with // and 2S in neutral, since you'll pretty much always be doing QV after, it's important to learn the hit stop OS of doing DP into whichever button, then release and press it a second time. This gives you uncharged QV on normal hit, but lets you react and hold it down on the second press slightly, giving you partial charge QV for a hard knockdown. This turns your mid pokes from a small threat of a little damage into a neutral reset, now into a set play starter. A nice slingshot option with RC is SSet JP JS -BRC JS. S-Stinger is very nice to give you more time to set up raid or ball set for more space control. H-Raid into 5k after Stinger is a great way to control a huge part of the ground with low risk. And since you have these threats, you can be the aggressor and dash up // potentially catching them out of dash block while letting yourself get another ball set up. Preemptive JK air-to-airs, especially with S ball set, should be a useful part of your game plan to help control how they move. If you haven't already practiced it, it's a good idea to focus on the timings both to get the charge for H-Raid after the 6k, but also learning the timings to make it true string and frame trap when you want. And learning to catch fuzzy jumping is good, but that can vary a lot. If they FD and don't mash, it's likely they'll make you much more plus, like here being +22 instead of +9. It is important to note that 2k 6k will always have a gap, but close/6k will true string. But like I mentioned before, getting the timing down is important since you don't have a low threat after 6k, so they can just mash throw while being safe to true string and punish a more than 2 frame gap if they don't FD. If they do FD, you can react and frame trap with Stinger rather than QV. When spaced out, it's practically safe, but closer range it can lose to 6p, though it's really unlikely to just try to call this out. When closer to the corner, you can use H-Stinger to bounce off the wall and come back, leaving you very plus, but it's pretty specific. Mid-screen it won't lead to anything, so generally I'd recommend just using QV. Without FD, you can autopilot true string into 2k 2d QV, then any of the follow-up pressure from before. Just to add a little more is that you can do H-Raid to set up another ball a little quicker for pressure or better neutral resets. JD is a great option, but be careful when they FD, since it can leave you unsafe. The best way to stay safe against FD is to jump cancel it backwards. When on defense, wire C into the threat of a command grab is pretty strong due to the guard crush, and since it's easy to side switch with 6k or just dashing past them, it's great to be able to wall break easily. As it was shown off a few times, when you get close to the corner, it's best to route into 5H, then fully charge QV. When anti-airing with 5k, a simple combo that you can react with is JS H air raid. You can optimize this with dash up close/2H into the standard optimal route. To take it further, do 6H, then fully charge Wild Assault with 2P into close/, then an ender. When air-to-airing with an S ball set, you can extend with JS close/6H Wild Assault into the same routing. You don't need the ball set, but it can help give you a little extra height to work with. From a dashing close/2H, you do get the 5k dash cancel routing for a good corner carry without using any resources. If you aren't dashing, you won't be close enough. It is possible to get it without dash momentum if you just do the first hit of close/, but even then it's a bit tight when it comes to spacing. Optimized corner routing ends with charged PQV, then 2P to have the ball splat them. This gives you enough time to do the multi-ball set for a higher damage super. Combo into Dark Angel by doing 2k 2d H-Raid, 5k then super. Follow up as normal with the 5H to get the corner carry. After close/2H, charged Wild Assault gives a fully charged Dust to add a bit of optimization. Same idea goes for anti-airing with close/, just do 6H instead of 2H. But it's good to have a high damage anti-air route, so it's worth learning. Adding Dark Angel into the combo only makes it better and adds more corner carry, so if you have it, use it. Counterhit 5k into Wild Assault then command grab gives the same route as typical command grab. Remember from before that when you do // and 2S into QV and neutral, double tap the button and hold it if you see the counter hit to get a hard knockdown. Wild Assault will combo on counter hits, so doing a hit stop OS of QV into Wild Assault can be useful too. Counter hit close/6H fast RC fully charged Dust can then be used to go into a Wild Assault extension for a lot of damage. This Wild Assault extension is pretty useful for 2H counter hit, leading to a lot of damage. If a counter hit's spaced out, fully charged QV pops them up enough for you to run up and continue. This route even works from H-Raid starters, which is great for when frame trapping or meeting with it. While it's pretty low damage, going into Wild Assault from a 2k starter to get wall break is definitely worth it. Using the multi-ball set after 6H knockdowns leads to some nice setups. Starting simple, doing 5k dash cancel covers wake up 6p, unlike normal k set now that it hits off of the H-ball. This works well even when spaced, but you'll need to catch backdash yourself. Dash up tap dust can hit the lower 3 balls, letting you combo or potentially be plus on block, but how plus you will be depends on the spacing from the knockdown. Dash up 5k 6k has a more unique interaction now that it hits the k ball with the back hitbox. This leaves you more plus on block and lets you combo into close slash on hit. Microdash 5H into Dark Angel can be a good way to make them block it, though it's a bit finicky about being true string, not that there's much they can do about it anyways. A good thing to get used to is pressing and holding the dash macro, but immediately starting a down charge after the input. This lets you get a running H-raid that is useful for Oki from practically every hard knockdown. Since you can do it early and the ball is so active, you can easily be safe to reversals while staying close. You don't even need a hard knockdown, even air hit 5k dash cancel works. And with the threat of a safe plus immediate, it lets you go for JD or command grabs too. For a safe jump from partial charge QV, micro dash JD, air dash JH works, but it can be a bit difficult. The goals before moving on to the advanced guide are to get down the far slash into QV hit stop OS for hard knockdowns, feel comfortable frame trapping with H-raid and pressure while mixing in command grabs, have the wild assault and RC optimizations down, and be able to do running H-raid for Oki setups. Thank you for watching.